My name is Jill Warren, and I'm the co-CEO of the European Cyclists Federation. Thank you to everyone who tuned in and voted for my pitch presentation on the digital campaign #RestartCycleTourism at the EUROBIKE Travel Talk's online event. I'm pleased and honored to have won. You heard in my pitch presentation that the European Cyclists Federation is calling for €3 billion in EU funding for measures to support cyclotourism. We call on the EU to provide this funding because the EU's competence in the tourism sector is one of support and coordination to supplement the actions of member countries. To recap, we envisage that these €3 billion would be used for the following: the provision and signage of further high-quality, safe and direct cycle routes, the development of cycle-friendly services, amenities, and concepts to attract and cater for increasing numbers of cycle tourists, the promotion of cycle tourism and European cities and regions as cycle tourism destinations, and financial support for the further development of the EuroVelo cycling route network and to provide support to the national EuroVelo coordination centers and establish new ones where required in partnership with the relevant stakeholders who implement and manage the routes on the ground. What we want to do with our digital campaign #RestartCycleTourism is to raise awareness, grab the attention of key stakeholders, including this audience, and ultimately policymakers and decision makers, to ensure our voice is heard and to achieve greater funding and investment in cyclotourism. You can participate in this campaign to make our collective voice louder and clearer. We can use the #RestartCycleTourism to emphasize why there should be strategic investment in cyclotourism, what exactly we want, and how this will deliver all the benefits. So first, the why. Well, we all know why, of course, but we need to hammer away at all the good reasons for investing in cyclotourism under the #RestartCycleTourism on all relevant channels and contexts to make it crystal clear for those decision makers we want to reach. Why restart cyclotourism? It's a great, much safer choice in COVID times. It's for people of all ages and abilities. It boosts local economies and supports small and medium-sized businesses. It is linked to over 500,000 EU jobs. It attracts tourists off the beaten path and brings tourism to new areas and combats the over-tourism of the usual hotspots. It is compatible with the goals of the European Green Deal. It is active, healthy, and sustainable, and it still has a lot of untapped potential. So what do we want? We want €3 billion in EU funding for cyclotourism. Of course, it sounds like a lot of money, but we can bolster our case by putting this ask into perspective. €3 billion isn't much at all considering the financial support that is being provided to benefit the airlines or other parts of the wider tourism and transport sectors, and this would be an investment in lasting sustainability. We are taking every opportunity at ECF to push for this funding, for example, in a recent public consultation on sustainable tourism conducted by the Committee of the Regions. And finally, how will this investment in cyclotourism be used to deliver the benefits? It will accelerate the development of EuroVelo, national and other cycle routes. It will support services, amenities, and concepts that cater to cyclotourists. It will support the promotion of European cities and regions as cyclotourism destinations. And these investments will deliver solutions for the pandemic recovery, jobs, and other economic benefits, sustainability, public health, and so on. The best part of all is that everyone who feels strongly about promoting more cyclotourism can be part of this campaign. So help us make #RestartCycleTourism go viral so that our voices are heard more loudly in calling for the funding that cyclotourism deserves so we can help achieve a lasting shift towards more sustainable, healthy tourism in Europe. Thank you very much.